that I want to get is soft. The rest I'm going to do with the sander. Okay, now I'm going to start sanding. I don't have an oscillating going up and down kind of sander. I just put it on my drill press. I have quite a bit to sand here, and we'll see how it goes. I have a new thing. It doesn't really go all the way down to the bottom, so I have to every once in a while go turn it around, but let's see how it goes. Also, I have different sizes, like this, so to get into here. It's going to be hard to get rid of that. Got too tight there. I need to come back a lot. Okay, I'm going to have to switch to the smaller. That I'm going to have to do by hand. It's going to take a long time. So it's going to be hard to get rid of that. Well, I'm going to see what I can do by hand now. So, I know I sprayed it before I was done, but I wanted to get a start on the fade. So I'm going to do this by hand with some rough sandpaper and see how I do. Okay, so I've been working on this. I attacked it with a rotating orbital sander for a while in the workroom. Got it pretty even. I'm still working on this one little flat area left where I got a little bit too close to the line. You can still see the line here that I drew, and I'm trying to get rid of that. What I've been using is my, I made 2 of these. There's a video online if you look how I made these. This is just your basic file with a custom, what do you call it, wooden holder. Been using this. I know that you can wrap this around a stick, but I don't have a dowel that's the right size, so I've been just sort of wrapping it around itself. This is an orbital sander piece of sandpaper, and this is a soft, I'm not sure what this is, it's like a 120 or something. And just sort of like working my way through it, sanding away, getting to the point where there's no flat areas, where the line is gone. I can pretty much sand that off. I'm pretty good here, but it looks pretty good. And I'll clean it up and put another coat of sand off the scratches and the clear, put another coat of clear, and then I'm going to go ahead and put on the water slide, and then start putting on some more coats of the clear and get that done. And then I can put on the tuning pegs. This is the nut that it came with. It's probably plastic. This is going on the red Strat, and I have a couple of Tusk nuts. I have a pair of Tusk for here, but I've got to find them. I don't know where they are. I could always buy another couple of those string trees, because this is going to be a floating guitar, so obviously I want a Tusk nut and a Tusk string trees. But it's coming along, and you don't want to watch me sanding away, but as soon as I get the sides done, I'll sand the back and spray some clear on this and get that sealed up, and then I'll work on the front. Okay, so here we go. That looks pretty good to me. The sunburst is a little bit light right there, but I think it's pretty good. It's subtle. The back is pretty good. I've got a Fender Custom Shop logo. It's got to go on the back, and then the Fender logo is going to go on the front. I'm going to let this cure. The back, I put a few coats of enamel clear. There's a couple of scratches right there, but they'll end up getting filled up once I start putting some enamel on there. Same with this. There's a little bit of a bump. Can't really see it. Right about there. I'll probably put a little bit of, I can probably put a little bit more stain right there. But I think this is pretty good. Trying to match up with the color on the body. I think it's pretty close. So next step is water slide. Okay, so here is my water slide. It came with some serial numbers that go below, but I don't know where to put those. This is the where the custom body part goes. So I'm not going to film myself putting these on. I don't have the camera that's pointing down. That That would be if I was in my workroom and the computer was working in the workroom and it's not. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put these on, and then I'll cut back to after I put them on. You've seen people put these on. So, and then there's this that's gonna go on the back. I'm gonna do a search about where I can put one of these serial numbers on the guitar, but definitely not along the bottom where they were on the water slide. So when I come back, I'll have at least the first water slide on, and the main one, and then let that dry, and put the second one on, and start putting on some clear. Okay, so the water slides are on. As you can see, they are still wet. I am going to let it dry naturally instead of hitting it with a hairdryer. I'm going to see if there's a place to put the serial numbers. And it's going to be very subtle because remember, this has been stained a sunburst to approximate the colors of the body. So it's going to be a lot more subtle than, say, if it was on a straight, unpainted headstock. But I'm trying to go all out and make a really cool looking guitar. So that's where we are. And the next spot is let this dry. Then I'm going to put the decal on the back. So here is the finished headstock. Looks pretty good. There's the counterfeit Fender logo with the custom body added on. And on the back is the Fender Custom Shop decal. Everything's polished out. I used a piece of 1500 that is severely used up with, using water, minimal amount of water. And I just sort of did it while I was having my smoothie this morning, and came out awfully good. And then after I did that, I used some scratch remover and a wet dry towel and just sort of like polished it up. And in very close inspection, you can see the height of the water slide, but for all intensive purposes, it's pretty much melded into the finish. So the next step is to install these tuners. I really like these. These are the self-cutters, so you don't have to deal with cutting the strings off. They cut off as you tighten. And that's pretty much it. I did do the last few coats of enamel last night, and I left it in the workroom so it wouldn't smell up the house, because this stuff as it dries is smelly. It's not good for you. But I'm pretty sure it's about as close as I can get to the color of the body. The neck itself is quite dark, so when you put the yellow on, it looks almost amberish as opposed to yellow. But the body is made of baked alder, I believe. So, and this looks like baked maple to me. So it's pretty close, and I'm happy. And if I'm happy, hopefully you guys are happy. So next part is to install the tuners. Okay, so obviously I'm still working in my house. I still have to clean up the other workroom. I still have to fix the computer that I use to record in the workroom. But here we go. This is the headstock with the pegs installed, and there are the screws installed. again, I didn't film myself installing the screws. What I did was I lined all of them up, and then I got the smallest drill bit, and then I marked it with a piece of tape, so because you don't want to drill through. My God, you don't want to drill through. I drilled right through the eyelet holes, and you can see there's still some sawdust there. And then I just used a screwdriver. Now the trick is to use a screwdriver that's got the right size trying to get this to line up with my one hand. Anyway, let me see. Okay. It's nice and snug. It's not too, it's you know, it's the Three Bears. What's the Three Bears? The, what's the nursery bit where the bear goes in to check out the beds, and anyway, you know the old story. So you want to get a screwdriver that's got enough strength to drive it in, but it's not too small, and obviously you don't want the one that's too big because it won't grip. Like this one, I don't think will fit. This one won't grab. It's not going to fit. And you can get a smaller one, but then you don't have enough torque to drive it in. So you got to have a lot of little screwdrivers with different tips on them, and got to find the one that fits. So that's pretty much it on the neck, and I'm going to go ahead and post this video of working on the neck by itself, and then I'm going to do a little bit of work on the body so that the pickups will fit the body, and then it's a matter of getting the neck to sit in the body. The tricky part is I have to install the posts for the Wilkinson VS100N. I have never done that before, so good luck to me. I'm gonna have to set up. I have a thing for my drill press. It's a large plate that sits below the drill press, but I have to modify it so it works better. So before I can drill that out, I'm gonna have to fix that. So because I want to be able to use the drill press to drill out the body. And the biggest plate that I have right now is about 5 inches in diameter, which you've already seen, which I use to do the sanding of the headstock. And that's not really big enough for a body, so I got to make one that's a little bit the right size for holding the body up as I drill down with my drill press. So anyway, remember to like and subscribe. There are more videos coming soon, and I appreciate you guys watching, and I hope to make them not so long.